0 to 140K in 100 days. That is exactly what my newest coach, Steven, just did with one of his stores. And we're going to break down fully how he found his winning product, his testing strategy, scaling strategy, his website, and so much more in this fully loaded value pack case study that I cannot wait to drop for you guys. And if you want the full product reveal and the exact creatives that Steven used to scale store to 6 figures, all you have to do is subscribe to my Dropshipping OnlyFans for free foot pics and also in-depth case studies that you can use to scale your own brands to 1 grand days. But without further ado, Steven, we got a lot to cover in this video. I'm going to let you introduce yourself, talk to us about this store, but yeah, definitely give us the full rundown about you and your journey.
Hey guys, my name is Steven and I've been doing this for about 4 years now. Really got it to click, I want to say back in 2021 early, so a couple of years ago today. But going into 2024, I just thought it would be really cool to share a win from this year.
So make sure to watch the end of this video because we are going to do a full breakdown on exactly how he scaled his brand, starting with, let's do the refresh check for all the haters out there, because I know you're commenting down below. You're looking for a way to discredit my boy Steven here, who's put in the work. He's put in the grind, and as you can see, 140K, 3 months. He could buy your house, honestly, if he wanted to, or your entire family with all the money he just made. But let's first get into, Steven, how did you find this product? What tools did you use? What's the secret sauce? What are people needing to know about that?
Well, this was sold on TikTok, so because of that, I am a huge fan of PP ads. And just right here, I got the filters that I go to automatically every time. We got United States and Canada. For the impressions, I like to do more than 200,000. Already looking for proven stuff here. And then last ad date, just do whatever today is. In this case, December 29th. So make it December 29th per page, 500, just so you don't have to keep clicking. Also important here, keep these on all, or I do anyways, because I'm not looking for a platform to sell on. I already know what products I like. I kind of have a tunnel vision for problem-solving products. So that's kind of like exactly what I'm looking for. So off the first page, like this right here is something that I would look for. Scroll down a little bit more, maybe.
Let's see if anything else catches the eye. Nothing, this row is really catching it. Okay, so you got essential oil. So yeah, let's see if there's one more that catches your eye, and we can then just review these quick 3 products.
Proven winners, already have impressions. All I'm going through and looking at is, what can I do different? What can I do to make it better? Maybe to a different market, maybe different content. So that's about it for that.
So when you're looking at these products, I mean, one objection a lot of people have, especially oils and skincare stuff, does that scare you at all? People putting that stuff on their face?
It is something I would look at, but I found that on the ingredients list on AliExpress, if the majority of the product is just made from water, it's normally safe.
Yeah. And do you lean towards female products? Because the majority of those I think you clicked on were female types of beauty. Is there a niche you like?
No really specific niche, but I guess one way to really narrow it down, or I'm not just looking for problem solving products, I'm looking for insecurity solving products, which is a very big difference, believe it or not. Something that can really promise a desired solution within the video. Maybe even a lifestyle change, or just like a mental boost rather than a physical feature like a lot of these problem solving products are. Because most of these problem solving products that people talk about are just kind of fixing something that's just an inconvenience. And in my opinion, with these, with today's day and age, it's going to need more than that for people to just throw their money at it.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. We're selling impulse products, and a lot of times it's got to be a legit problem to solve. I've seen products that make you popcorn at convenience, and it's like, yeah, this doesn't really solve a big problem. There's not a big reason to buy that compared to, hey, this literally will make you feel better about yourself instantly. And you can visually see the difference after you try using this product. So
the way I'm thinking about it is, if you're looking at a product and you kind of like have to force it into the problem solving category, it's automatically disqualified. You should see it, automatically know what it does, and just go from there. I mean, just figure out what you could do different.
Awesome. So now we know PP ads, of course, is the go. Look for problem-solving products, more female-based, and that solve insecurities. And man, with PP ads being over $200 a month, if only there was a subscription like to my dropshipping OnlyFans that's only $50 a month, where you can get access to PP ads completely for free. So if you want access, I recommend subscribing down below. But let's get into your testing strategy, Steven. Now, what did you do? You found this product, you built the website. How did you go about first testing and validating that this was a winner?
Right, so as you can tell here, this is the testing campaign. I started testing this product on May 7th. Actually really interesting here. So day one, it was not profitable, but we can look at all the results. So it had 7 add to carts, 5 reach checkout, 2 sales, $1.39 cost per click. CPM's not bad. This is a personal ad account, so I was doing, I think it was just US only. I don't think it was US to Canada, but this was the testing setup. It was a $50 CBO, just doing TikTok only, female 18 plus. Day parted from about 7:30. I kind of switched that up though, or later on, I kind of started mixing and matching that. I ended up not day parting towards the end. But yeah, and then comments off, video download off, sharing off. So this was day one, May 7th. And then day two, just letting it go as you normally do when you're testing, let it go for a few days. Day two, $54 spend, $1 cost per click. CPC went down a little bit. CPA also went down. Started getting more sales, more clicks. Add to carts, still very solid. Knew that it was a product in demand. Figured, okay, what am I going to do to, make more people buy it? Because $18 CPA, still not super profitable, but also just letting it optimize. And day three, ended up ramping up the budget a little bit. Kind of figured that maybe if I spend a little bit more, I'd maybe get favored in the auction a little bit. So spend a little bit more. CPC is still a little bit high for the CPMs. And at this rate, I was looking at things and I was thinking, okay, well, the click-through rate is really low.
Yeah.
Not really low, but it was below average. So I started, kind of looking at other books that I could maybe test out, just ways to improve the click-through rate. Because I figured, if I can get more traffic, then I can, if I can get more traffic for cheap, then I can get more sales.
All right, so lots to digest here. So first 3 days, your setup looks like 5 ad groups. How many creatives do you like to test? Do you do different creatives in each ad group? Is there something with the ad groups that are different? Are all the ad groups the exact same? What do you do there?
So at this time, all the ad groups were the same, and there was only one creative in the CBO, actually.
Gotcha. So only one creative. Creative was hitting, as we can see. So you are getting CPAs around $20. I am curious though, because you mentioned it was slightly profitable, maybe break even. What were kind of the numbers on this product? Like how much were you selling it for? What was your break even? What were we trying to hit there?
Gotcha. So the break even was about a 1.4. The COGS were about $7.80, and we were selling it for $29.99 plus $2 shipping.
So anything below 25 CPA, we're profitable. So first couple days, I mean, you are profitable. CTR, like you said, is around 1%, a little bit lower, which isn't terrible. So Steven, you're in a situation, you're spending $1.20 a click. That means on your website, you need to be making more than $1.20 per visitor. You need to be making around like $2. So if we scroll to the right, you had 182 clicks, and I think it was 11 conversions. So pretty high conversion rate, actually. I mean, that's, let's say 5%. So 5% on a $30 product, pretty decent. So were you doing anything with your offer that was different on the website to make it work?
I was doing a buy one, get one free offer. Yep.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And it definitely, a lot of people just say to throw up a buy one, get one free, which, but in this case, it really did make sense. It really was a product that people could buy two of. Maybe they maybe they didn't know what size they were, so they wanted to get like a small and a medium, or maybe they just wanted both colors. So in this case, yeah, buy one, get one free made total sense.
Awesome. So fully breaking this down, He's tested this for a few days. He has made sales. He has proven this product can make sales at an affordable CPA, had a really good offer. I mean, we can even see the CVR from his ads is 6%. So that's kind of the big thing that's right now carrying you. Your website performance is doing really good. But you now know, okay, main problem is CPC is $1.20, not ideal. So what was kind of your scaling approach from going from this level, spending like $50 a day, to eventually, scaling this to 6 figures? Because that's a big jump.
Right. Yeah, of course. So the way I've always thought about it was to scale with content. This is a little bit unorthodox, and obviously it's not the right way or the wrong way to do it, but I very, very rarely ever had a CBO daily budget more than $200. Every time I would get new creatives, I would throw them in their own CBO and put them at $50 a day and just let it spend like that. Because one thing that I always thought of is creative fatigue. And I figured that, if you have like 1 or 2 working creatives, as much as you want to just scale it up and spend as much as you can on it, by the time you're spending thousands a day, like thousands of dollars a day on one creative, that's going to rack up hundreds of thousands of impressions. And on TikTok, your video is probably only good for, maybe if you're lucky, 2 million. And at that point, you're back with nothing working, back at square one, because, maybe you just scaled too fast and you burned out. So my approach was, okay, get my own content for this as fast as I could and see how I can take it to market.
Gotcha. So in the beginning, like you said, you only have one creative, which is very risky because, yeah, you're right. If you're going all in on that creative, it dies, your whole thing is done. So let's cover the next 2 weeks where, as you said, you dropped some new creatives in here. You had a bunch of new campaigns. So I'd love to just go to the campaign section so we can see the work that you did afterwards. So you got your first testing campaign. And now, yeah, we can see these campaigns. Some of them are labeled regret. So I'm guessing that was the angle that you tried. So yeah, break it down for me.
Yeah, so these were the new ones. What I was really going for was just testing different hooks because I really wanted to get the click-through rate up. I was also trying to see what the market would resonate with, see what they would like. And these videos actually did not end up performing too well, as you could see. So let me get some time to do some market research, study some more ads, figure out what other types of videos are doing well, and then ended up finding some more winners. So
yeah,
this is even further on. The regret hook was good. I used the regret hook, or I used the same hook for this video, just swapped it with a different body. I even tried a different offer on this one. This one was a buy one, get two. It ended up working for a little bit, as I can remember, and then it ended up dying shortly after. So I kind of just decided to kill it. But as you can see here, this is where we really started to get into it. I placed a bulk order for creatives. I think I got about 10 new ones, and out of those 10, as you can see, it looks like 1, 2, 3. It looks like a good percent of them started.
Yeah.
And so at this point, I kind of figured out, okay, this is the wording that works. This is like what the market resonates with. This is, how we're going to deal with the product.
So we're now 2 weeks in. What most dropshippers are going to do is they're going to have one campaign. They're just going to try to duplicate that campaign a million times with the same ad. They're going to see if they can just let that one ad creative keep riding. But no, Steven decides to go get custom content, test a ton of new creatives and all these different campaigns. And as you said, yeah, around 10% of ad creatives usually succeed. So yeah, you had some failures when you first tried, but that doesn't mean that the actual decision to make new creatives was bad. It's just that, okay, we just need to make new creatives, try out different things. So you did that, as you said, new offers, new hooks, new bodies, and that ended up making a huge difference. Like you were able to, get your CPC down from $1.20 to 50 cents. And even at the same conversion right now, let's say your website's making $2 a visitor, then if you go from 120 to 50 cents, I mean, that just doubles your business right there without having to change anything else. I mean, those CPAs, yeah, as you can see, $7 down from originally what it was like 16, 18.
Yeah, everything improved. After doing further rounds of tests, the CTR went up, the CPMs even went down in some cases, but just letting it optimize was the best thing that I could do for it. So
all right, so now we're on the website that was converting at about 5%. So the website was doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, and as you can see, Steven, if you scroll down, Nothing too crazy at all here. In fact,
Absolutely.
just some lifestyle images. The copy isn't too crazy. Add to cart button. In fact, there isn't even like a bundle on the product page. So there's interesting things. So sticky add to cart. And if you can scroll down all the way to the bottom here, we got the reviews, we got the size chart. Yeah, so he's got all of the basic fundamentals, but it really is nothing too crazy. There's nothing crazy with the design, very basic images. So yeah, Steven, what's kind of your approach when it comes to designing product pages?
Very simple, very effective. It's just traditional. With a product like this, you're really going to want to, but you're really just going to want to put visuals in. And that's kind of with almost anything these days is people are, they don't read paragraphs. When people click on your product page, in my opinion, they don't want to read a novel. They just kind of want to get reassured that, what they're seeing is what they're going to get. So just headlines, very like rough draft headlines. It was kind of just one of those things where, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Just really bold claiming headlines. And then got this image here, this before and after image. This image is great. And then GIF, very simple. Just kind of, headline, supporting features, a little bit extra. And that's about it. And also this guarantee at the bottom. Really am proud of this one. I just killed it. No, I'm kidding. But
hey, you never know.
You gotta have one of these on your store. Just make it safe. Make it make people feel secure. It's the 2023 Trust Badge.
Yeah, so just to break this down for everyone, the main things you should probably take away here is obviously great product images, so good visuals of what the product would be like. Before and after, so he has a lot of good visual demonstrations of what it's going to look like when you have the product in your hands, so they can already imagine that. Good headlines, got the reviews in there. I'm curious, in terms of your offer, was it always the same offer from the beginning? Did you split test that? What kind of you did there?
Yeah, off the rip, it was buy one, get one.
Gotcha. And did you ever, you said you did a buy one, get two at one point. You tried some other things.
I did.
But this was just the offer that worked.
Yeah, with the buy one, get two, that was just a different landing page. I just duplicated the product on Shopify, raised the price $5, and then just ended up running into more fulfillment issues. So it was more expensive to ship 3 of them out. So the margins just didn't make any sense. And I don't think people were really dying to get 3 of these. I think that 2 is probably just fine.
Gotcha. And do you do any upsells or anything like that after post-purchase, or just kind of kept it how it was?
Yeah, I did have an upsell. So an upsell was a 3rd pair for only $12. And that's really how I do all my upsells, is just the same product, but cheaper.
So we're now on the Zipify one-click upsells. So as you can see, Steven, very smart man, wants to boost up his AOV, make sure he's making as much money as possible. So we have here post-purchase, not on the cart page or anything like that. So after someone purchases, if you can click inside there, Steven, I'd love to see what was the offer, what was the language. Let's take a look at this bad boy.
So there we go. Congratulations, you unlocked 80% off free shipping because you took advantage of the buy one get one free deal. Here's a gift on us. Just choose your color, choose size. Very simple. One thing that I've always really done, this is just a personal preference, but I don't really mess around with pre-purchase. I just think that it kind of affects your conversion rate a little bit. I remember, I'm kind of hard-headed on this, but when I was starting, one of like the first pieces of conversion rate advice I heard was, just get the people to enter the credit card on your website as soon as you can. And I figured, if I was just throwing a bunch of stuff in front of them on the pre-purchase, maybe it wouldn't help so much. But the conversion rate was 12.71%, not too great. But also, it was just extra. And then also I had this skip the line shipping, which is pretty standard as well. This one did not really do too much though.
Gotcha. So a few questions after that. So really smart, obviously post-purchase upsell. What you said there, the more clicks it takes to purchase, the more friction, lower your conversion rate. It makes a ton of sense. And after someone puts in their credit card, while they're in that buying mood, let's upsell them more stuff. Let's try to get them to buy more. That is the exact way to do things. So I'm curious, if you had a free shipping threshold or anything. Did you offer free shipping from the rip? What was kind of your checkout like?
I did offer free shipping from the rip, actually. When I was testing this, I kind of just like did as little as I could to make it profitable. Yeah, to make it profitable, because I just wanted to see that, it was a product that sold. So, after getting new creatives in, and after, figuring out who the market is, how to talk to them, what they want, that's when I started messing around with, upping the price and charging for shipping.
Yeah, so just make it as easy as possible for people to buy, validate the product, and then we can play around with the offer stuff a little later. I totally agree now. Okay, so Zipify One-Click Upsell, great app, made you a ton of extra money. So was there any other apps that you would recommend that helped you become even more profitable with your website?
100%. The Sticky Add to Cart Booster, basically what this one does is whenever people scroll down from the product page, it keeps the cart button, or it throws the cart button back up there. And, with as people having as short as attention spans as they do these days, it's really important to just really, keep it reminded what they're there to do and, how they can do it. So as you can see, this is just just a quick stat here, but in total, it had 1,463 clicks. So that is an extra 1,463 people that added the product to cart, which maybe some of them weren't going to, which definitely carried over to some revenue.
Awesome. So last 2 weeks of the first month of testing, we're at 18K, about $1,000 a day, and the website is carrying right now. It's at a 5% conversion rate. We can see AOV is $30. So if you do the math, that's about $1.50 per visitor on his store. So if Steven can get clicks at 75 cents, that means he's making $2 for every dollar he's putting into this. So let's go into the ad account now and talk about some, further scaling. What were we doing with all these new campaigns when they were working? As we can see, those cost per clicks, 40 cents, 60 cents. I mean, he's making 2x from all these people, and in some cases 3 to 4x. So how did you go about scaling this in the next few months?
Just traditional, get more videos, find more videos, studying hooks, looking at competitors, looking at other viral TikTok ads I saw, figure out how I could take the hook that they're using in their market, figuring out how I can bring it over to mine, just to keep the videos entertaining. That was a huge shift. Calling out the market directly, like you'll see in some of these videos later, but just really being direct with it and straight to the point. All
right, so now Steven's gonna bless us with his creatives, what actually made this product work, because 80% of success is the creatives. So this is gonna be amazing. If you're a part of the Dropshipping OnlyFans Discord, Bold Ecom University, only $49 a month, you can see the exact creative. But if you wanna be a brokey, then you're just gonna have to see Steven break this down. But let's play the video.
Obviously not the best, but just very traditional, straight to the point, shows the problem and solution right away. And then also a good little thing to mention was, says now that summer's here, obviously starting this out in May, that one definitely resonated with a lot. Literally just as simple as it can be. Outfit transitions, how it looks before, how it looks after, really just proving that the product works, just showing that what they're seeing is what they're getting, and also just, very straight to the point.
There's a few things I noticed. So immediately, this is a very visual product, which is great for TikTok. It sells itself because no one likes to be sold to. No one wants to say this is going to make you lose 2 pant sizes. I mean, you can always say your product does something, or you can show them it does something. And that was the big thing here that you see multiple times. You are seeing the exact results, and people are going to come to the conclusion that, I can lose 2 pant sizes, or I can do this. Because great visuals. So I think the visuals really made the difference here.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. There's no point of saying something if you can obviously see it. And this is the same format that I use for just about every video I had for this product. And probably as of today, December 29th, from May to December, I probably had about 100 different UGC videos for this product, all very similar to this.
So I'm guessing you first tested this product with the RIP creatives. You said you tested it with one creative, getting you sales. So how do you go about working with UGC creators, coming up with your script, the hooks? Like, how did you even get this whole process started with custom content?
Right. So I found this lady off Fiverr originally, and I've been working with this lady for a while now. I really like her. But more importantly, though, is that she is kind of like exactly who I'm imagining would be buying this product. You're not as far as body wise, but exactly who I'm imagining is the type of person to scroll on TikTok and buy something. A woman in her, maybe mid 30s, maybe a little bit older than that. So she's relatable a little bit and also just knows how to make a good video. Now, as far as coming up with the ad scripts, I really like to read some advertising books that I have before I go into it, just to get in the right headspace. Scientific advertising is really good. Ogilvy on advertising is really good. And I'll always remember a quote that I remember when I was starting. So that was, when you're selling fire extinguishers, or start the ad with the fire. In this case, start the ad with a muffin top. She might not have been the best model for it. And looking back on it, I'd probably do that different, where I'd look for more different ones that, kind of have the body type for this product, more or less. But still, just really important to, call out the just problem solution video ad, call out the problem right when the video starts, and then get into the solution right away.
I love that. Now, I'm curious, so you only worked with one creator when first off, and how many ads did she make? Was there a reason or a thing you look for also in your creators that stands out? Like, why'd you pick this girl over all the other ones? I know you said part of that was she fits the target demographic, so people are going to relate to her. They're going to obviously believe the product because she is the target audience. But was there anything else? Because I'm sure there's plenty of other 30-year-old, slightly chubbier women out there. So what stood out about this creator? And yeah, how many ads did you get? And pricing, how much you usually like to pay?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a big reason why I work with her. So, when I started when I started this product, I saw that, her videos were getting profitable sales. So I was like, I was thinking to myself, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So, at the time I wasn't really thinking about, okay, what can I change? What can I change? I was thinking of, okay, how can I just make these videos slightly better? I have had a history with this creator. So because of that, each UGC video I was paying only $30 for in comparison to, I don't even know how much it would be for a 30-second video for most others, but probably
it's hundreds.
Yeah, you're looking at 100 if you're lucky. So yeah, there's no way I was just ready to, dish out, $100 to $200 per video, when something's just getting off the ground.
Yeah, so key takeaway there, build connections, build a team, especially ads are going to be the thing that makes or break a lot of your products. So if you can work with people, you're going to have to try out multiple creators. I'm sure, Steven, this was not the only person you worked with, but you're going to have to eventually find the people you trust, and then you can keep working with them. And then, yeah, like you said, negotiate some good deals. Like $30 a creative, that's something that is unique to Steven that most people are not going to ever get. If you use Billo, if you use most UGC creators nowadays, because of the whole wave of anyone can be a UGC creator, they're going to charge God knows how much money, $200, $300. So don't spend that much. You don't need to. There are definitely ways to get cheaper creatives that are done right. And now when it comes to the editing, do you have your creators edit the videos? Do you have an editor? How did you mass produce all these ads? What was that process?
I just did it myself. I've been experienced in Filmora for a while, so as far as the video editing side in Filmora, all I would do is just mix and match these hooks and bodies. If I was going to take these videos, 3 here, and turn them into 6 different videos, that would probably take me about 25 minutes.
Gotcha. So you basically would send her a script and you broke down, hey, here's a few hooks I need you to film. Here's a few problems I need you to film. And then you went and edited the different clips in different orders, so that way you had tons of combinations to test.
Yeah. And another good thing that I can show here is this one right here, this separate custom column. So this one is just for ads, actually. So what I would do is, I would say, okay, this one has a high watch time. This one has a high watch time, or, I would sort by watch times. Look at the videos that have a lot of 2-second video views. I'd say, okay, that's a good hook right there. And then maybe a different video has not so good of a hook, but a different body that's getting a lot of views. So, and then mix and match those two. Just really tedious stuff. But a video like this, a lot of people watch the hook, and then a lot of people finish the body. So I'd maybe take this body and, maybe pair it up with this hook, because it seems like a lot of people watch the hook, but not as many people finish the video.
So yeah, as Steven mentioned, there's hook rates and there's hold rates, and those are great ways to break down your ad to know specifically where are people dropping off. And yeah, with your hook rate, you have 163,000 2-second video views. If we scroll to the right here to your total video views at just in general, 231,000. That means his hook rate was above 60% consistently on his best ads, which is insane. And his total hold rate, so you had 231,000 video views. If we scroll to the left, 39,000 out of 231. So that's above 15%, and that's really, really solid. Like, usually a good hold rate is around 10%. So as we can see, he made ads that were very engaging, that got people to watch the end. And of course, if people get to see your call to action, because your call to action was an offer. So you had an offer call to action. You're getting people to click who knew the offer. They were already pre-sold. A lot of good stuff here. So yeah, I mean, I think you definitely crush it with your hook rates and all that. So
we're marketers, baby.
Yeah, so I'd love to take a look for the Bold Ecom people. Let's watch, let's say, like 1 or 2 more ads and just really show them the sauce. And YouTube people, I feel bad for you, honestly.
Yep, that was the angle of kind of a skim dupe a little bit, and maybe name dropping Kim Kardashian helped for sure, but it's worth a test. Using a little bit of TikTok lingo, smooth transitions, calling out the problem immediately. If your muffin top is obvious, then this is for you. So if you have a muffin top and you're tired of it and you see a video like this, it only makes sense.
Yep, called out the problem directly. And I know a big thing that you also did is, so you started testing this, you probably didn't have the exact idea of who exactly might be the best target audience, because you never know. You have to throw out different angles, different messaging. I know you said later on postpartum mothers, so mothers that recently just had their baby, ended up being a pretty big market for you. So that was one of the things you did test, I think, with your hooks, you said, like calling them out also directly, letting your creative do the targeting.
So going forward, doing more and more market research, just reading comments, reading Amazon reviews on this product and similar products, I've eventually found the angle that this product was really good for postpartum moms, because as you could tell, it's not full body shapewear, it's not full stomach shapewear, it's just kind of lower tummy shapewear, which, therefore puts it together. It makes perfect sense that, it's moms who still can't get rid of their lower tummy. So go ahead and watch the video here. So I don't know if you can tell there, but whenever she sent me this, she accidentally mushed these 2 videos together. So these were supposed to be 2 separate videos. And at this point, it was, this ad account is optimized for this product. Just about like everything I would throw up was working. So I wasn't even watching these videos. So I remember uploading this, and the CPAs on this were just through the roof, or not through the roof, but quite the opposite.
Down in the graves.
Yeah, exactly. And there we go. A good $7.80 CPA on a $33 AOV product. At this point, I was charging a little bit for shipping. So getting the customer and the product sent out cost about $15 to $16 for a $33 sale. Therefore leaving us with about 50% margins on this campaign and 50% margins on $2,000 in spend. Really gonna keep that up a little bit consistent, more thoroughly. If I had not mentioned the mom part in that video, and had not accidentally found this new format, I don't know what would have happened, because it was kind of like 2 videos in one. And, moving forward, that's kind of like how I started making more of these videos. So I went and Filmora, and I started taking like the best performing videos and just literally pairing them with other really good performing videos. Instead of having these 20-second ads, I would have, like 35 to 40-second ads. And those started working just the same. Whenever a creative died out or whenever a creative got fatigued, I would just throw it in with a different one and it would bring it back to life.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, because most people, they just think TikTok is short, 10, 15 seconds, be as fast as possible, be as ADD cutting for people. But your target audience is older. They typically do watch longer style videos, and you could do more selling. You could talk about more benefits, more use cases. And that ended up being what worked best for you, which is, it's a really good find. So I'm curious, you now have a website that's converting very well, ad creatives that you're constantly testing and pushing out. So did you ever raise budgets on these ad groups? Did you just let them run? How did you actually go on the media buying side? So we know that you tested a lot of creatives. We know you tested a lot of offers. So just, pure media buying. What was the main way of scaling this to the 100K plus?
The main way of scaling it was just getting new videos. As you can see, every one of these are just $50 a day daily budgets. And I guess the way to explain it would be, every time I got a new video, I would create a brand new campaign only for that video. So let's say I got 5 new videos, I would create 5 new $50 CBO campaigns and spend $250 on ads the next day on the new videos. And towards the end, not all of them started working the same, or not all of them started working as good. So I think the winner ratio was probably about 8 to 10%. So, the profit kind of fell off there a little bit, just testing new stuff. But at this time though, I had so many campaigns that were already doing well, just on these low budgets, that was, keeping it alive and letting me test more. Obviously testing is huge, wherever scale you're at. I wouldn't have found all these working campaigns and working formats if I hadn't. But as you can see, there's really not a campaign that has more than a couple $1,000s in spend, except for, these two up here. It's just a whole bunch of small budgets. And what I was thinking was, if I just keep them at low budgets, maybe they'll never die out. But the competition for this product got really high, coming towards, the Black Friday coming months. So
awesome. So basically, I mean, there's a million ways to scale. Some people believe just doing one campaign, doing your bumping budget, surf scaling, and hey, maybe that works for you, but every ad account is different at the end of the day. And I've seen things like this when at my ad agency, we managed hundreds of ad accounts at some products, and there's some ad accounts where, when you go above a certain budget on a campaign, it completely dies out. It just completely flops. So for you found out, okay, with this ad account, $50 a day is kind of where things are really pushing and doing well. And I just need to scale this horizontally. There's vertical scaling, bumping up budgets, or horizontal, more campaigns, more ad groups, more ads. So you went that route, and hey, it worked really well. I mean, we look at this. This is over 3 months. CPAs consistently among all of these campaigns under 15, conversion rate 5%. I mean, it's really, really crazy. All right, so my final question is, obviously, you're doing thousands of units every single month. That is a very, very big responsibility, and you can't trust someone from AliExpress. You can't trust these shady suppliers out there. So who did you use? Who did you trust it? And what did the fulfillment side of things look like?
Right. So I use this lady named Rosie. She works with this company called Aprolo, which I have up here. And really just the way I found her was I got referred a while back. We're talking years ago. So I don't know how the onboarding process today would be like, but I'm really in good touch with this lady. So, if anyone wanted to use this lady or Aprolo, I can definitely put in a good word. But this company is very reliable. They send out all the orders, tracking numbers, everything.
Awesome. And what was the shipping times looking like? And Also, did you ever negotiate, got cheaper costs, or what was the next couple of months after you validated it?
Yeah, so May was the month of kind of just developing and getting this product off the ground. After getting consistent sales, I think I got the product cost down about 30 cents per, which definitely did add up. It might not seem like a lot, but it does add up. And negotiating with your supplier is always something that you should be doing, regardless of what scale you're at. But especially, if you have something working. The shipping times were about 7 to 10 working days. So, about 2 weeks, which is kind of just typical for drop shipping. Also, the nice thing about this is that there's multiple options here. So unfortunately, I don't have any orders that are ready to go, but this lady works with USPS, China shipping, which is like 110, Unexpress. There's multiple different options. So if you wanted to, you could get 5 to 8 day shipping, like 5 to 8 normal days, or calendar days rather, with this lady as well. So it was nice to have the options.
Awesome. So I think that is going to have to wrap things up. Now, again, if you want to see the full product and the fire creatives that ended up helping Steven obviously scale this to 100K plus, you can see the full breakdown, the full behind the scenes curtain. We're not going to tease you and blue balls you anywhere when you're in this program if you join Bold.com University for $50 a month. And if you want to work with Steven and I one-on-one, we do have our coaching program. Link down below. You guys can book a call if you're serious about scaling your business. Steven's a great coach. He cares about you. And as you can see, he also can deliver the goods, and he runs his own brands as well, as every single coach does. So really appreciate it, Steven. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And again, we're just here to provide you value, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.